Hello, everybody. Room 2. How's it going today? I hope you're having a fabulous day. I've been working hard, just like you. I know you've been giving it your all because that's what we do. We give it our all at all times, right? Thumbs up if you gave it your all today. Good job. Thumbs up if you're going to give it your all tomorrow. And thumbs up if you are improving each day. Double thumbs up. Yes. All right. I hope that you've had a great day, or you're having a great day, or maybe this is the beginning of your day. I have had a great day, and it's not the beginning of my day, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be the beginning of my day. It can be any time of my day that I need it to be, just like it can be any time of the day for you. All right, let's review what we've read so far. We are going to read chapter 11 today. Woohoo! What's in an 11? That's right, a 1 and a 1. And how many 10s are in 11? That's right, there's 1 10 and 1 extra. 1 10 plus 1 extra makes an 11. Good job. Very nice. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what happened in chapter 10. We realize, Zoey checked on the dragon in the morning, Marshmallow. His name is Marshmallow, and she noticed he wasn't doing so great. And then she realized, oh my goodness, he's a cold-blooded creature. Cold-blooded creatures cannot make their own heat. They need help with their heat. So she quickly got a fan. She quickly warmed up the dragon. He seemed a little bit better, but then it wasn't quite enough. The dragon, Marshmallow, was not as warm as, or it was not doing as well as he could have done. Also, she woke up to Sassafras missing from her bedroom, but Sassafras was with the dragon, sitting right next to the dragon Marshmallow, which Sassafras is one smart cat. I tell you what, knew something was up. Dogs are like that too, and I don't have a cat right now, so I believe that cats and dogs and other animals always kind of have a feeling about things, right? I know my dogs do, that's for sure. All right, then she let her she realized that she needed her mom's help. She didn't know what to do, but her mom is still gone. She called her mom on the cell phone. Mom didn't pick up. Her dad caught her feeling sad and tried to comfort her and reminded her that her mom was teaching, and that when she was teaching at a conference where she went out of town, she couldn't answer the phone. And Zoey made the comment that when her mom was teaching, it would take a long time. So she didn't want to burden her dad with what was going on, or didn't think he would understand. So she kind of went around what was really happening. She didn't want to tell him about the dragon. And she realized that perhaps the dragon, she made a connection in her own life because she realized that last summer when she had a really bad stomach ache, what her family did for her was they told her not to eat too much sugar, because remember, she ate too much sugar, and then they fed her a really healthy meal, and she felt much better after her healthy meal. And she remembered not to eat too much sugar, and then she was like, oh no, maybe Marshmallow ate too many marshmallows, and there is a lot of sugar in marshmallows. So she's now decided that maybe that is the problem. Maybe Marshmallow needs a healthy meal. So let's get cracking here. Let's get reading and see what chapter 11 is going to be about. So it says, chapter 11, what should baby dragons eat? Hey, how do you like that? There is a question in that chapter, and there's a question mark. What should baby dragons eat? And we should say it with a question voice. Okie dokes. Marshmallow was sleeping when I got to the barn. I filled up his water dish and quietly set it near him. What foods would be healthy for a baby dragon, I thought. Mom had said that studying normal animals that might be related to the magical creatures had helped her before. Like when she had the winged fox that was sick. She'd read about foxes and birds to figure out what to do. So it's called a winged fox. It was a magical creature, so it was a fox with wings. She read about the foxes, she read about birds, because birds have wings, and that helped her mom. So she's listened to her mom, and now maybe she's going to try something similar. I ran to the bookshelf. My eyes quickly scanned the books. Bingo! I grabbed The Care and Feeding of Reptiles from the second shelf. The chapter on reptile diets had just what I needed. Your pet reptile is either a carnivore, an omnivore, or an herbivore, and should be fed accordingly. If your reptile is a carnivore, offer a source of meat. Some carnivorous reptiles prefer animal meat, such as mice or fish. So here she goes. This is what she's reading down here. She's looking in one of her mom's books. There's Sassafras looking on. And so far we know that the reptile is a carnivore, an omnivore, or an herbivore. Kind of like humans. Humans can be any of those things, or all of them. All of them would be an omnivore. A carnivore would be a meat eater, and an herbivore would just be a plant eater. If your reptile is a carnivore, it says to give it a source of meat, some meat. Some carnivorous reptiles prefer animal meat, such as mice or fish. So let's see what happens next. Oh, it goes on. Other carnivorous reptiles prefer smaller sources of meat, such as earthworms or crickets. If your reptile is an herbivore, offer a plant source, such as leafy greens or vegetables. If your reptile is an omnivore, it will eat some meat foods and some plant foods. So let's go back here. If it's a carnivore, it would eat mice or fish, or earthworms or crickets. I would never think of earthworms or crickets as meat, but yes, they are. And I guess I know that, but it's not the first thing that comes to my head. And then herbivores are plant eaters, like leafy greens or vegetables. And if it's an omnivore, obviously, you're going to feed it a bit of both. There is no time to waste. I need to figure out whether Marshmallow was a carnivore, an herbivore, or both, an omnivore. As I ran to the house for supplies, I pushed down my worries. I had to believe that this experiment would help. Hang on there, baby dragon Marshmallow. Well, that was pretty fast. What do you think? Should we continue to read? Boy, I'm going to run out of books at this rate. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so our problem here is we need to figure out what the baby dragon Marshmallow would love to eat. So let's continue reading and see. Looks like Zoey's going to perform another experiment. How exciting. Chapter 12. Carnivore, omnivore? She didn't say anything about herbivore. I darted around the kitchen. I needed some kind of animal meat. I opened the fridge. Yes! I'd forgotten that Dad had gone fishing with his friends a few days before. He always saves a few of the smallest fish as treats for Sassafras. I grabbed 2 fish. Hey, Sassafras, can you share one of these with Marshmallow, please? Sassafras stared at both fish and meowed loudly. He grabbed one, dropped it in his food bowl, and took a bite. Here's Sassafras, upside down, chasing the butterfly. Can you see it? Yeah. That left me with 1 fish. I figured that counted as permission to share it with the baby dragon. I didn't wait to see if Sassafras would change his mind. I quickly gathered the other things I needed for the experiment and went straight to the barn with Sassafras at my heels. She decided that Sassafras taking 1 fish in his mouth to his bowl was permission to give Marshmallow the second fish. And that's a very positive way to look at it. I think Sassafras was trying to give Marshmallow a chance. If Marshmallow ate either the fish or the worms but ignored the plants, he was probably a carnivore. If he ate just the plants, he was probably an herbivore. And if he ate both meat and plants, he was probably an omnivore. I knew I should be writing all of this in my journal, but it would have to wait until later. Little Marshmallow needed me to be quick. He was still lying there, slumped on the ground, and barely awake. I didn't think he'd make it over to the plates, so I put them all right in front of him. Sassafras meowed and stared at the fish longingly. I picked him up and petted him. It gave my nervous hands something to do. I waited. Nothing happened. Little Marshmallow was too weak. I snuggled Sassafras and tried to think, what could I do? Maybe I should put the food right up to his mouth. I dangled some worms in front of him and wiggled them. Want a little taste, I said. Marshmallow took a lick and then laid his head back down. So Sassafras is right here making his decision by choosing to just take one fish to his bowl. And she's tried putting the fish in front of this is Sassafras. Sassafras took one fish, and Nat told Zoey that he was giving permission. And then she took the fish and put it in front of Marshmallow. Marshmallow did not even move, too weak. So then, now she's taking the worm and wiggling it to see if Marshmallow will grab it. And Marshmallow just took a tiny lick and then put his head back down. So, okay, let's see what happens. I tried the same thing with each of the other foods. He gave them all one lick, but he didn't eat any of them. I sat on the ground and put my head in my hands. I couldn't even watch anymore. Then I heard a sound. I looked up to see Marshmallow crawling over to the fish. He swallowed the whole thing in one gulp. Then he tucked his tail under his head and closed his eyes and went to sleep. I crossed my fingers and toes that the fish and the nap would do the trick. It was breaking my heart to see little Marshmallow so sick. Sassafras bumped my chin with his head and purred. He could tell that I was super worried about Marshmallow. There goes that smart kitty cat again, knowing that something's up. Here's a picture. Marshmallow getting up, taking that fish in his mouth and swallowing it whole. All right, let's see what's going to happen next. I decided to read through the rest of the reptile book, just in case there was something I'd missed. Sassafras curled up in my lap like a warm, rumbling blanket as I read and read and read. Here she is. She's reading the book. She's trying to find a cure. And then Sassafras and her finally just fell asleep. Okay, that was 2 chapters. And as much as I'd like to read another one, we're not going to today because that's not fun. We have to want to hear what's going to happen. We have to wonder all night long what's going to happen, me included. So I'm going to talk for just a minute, and then I'm going to let you be and leave you alone, okay? I hope that today you are the reason that someone smiles. I know that coming on today and reading my chapter book to you gave me a reason to smile. So there's one way or one person that you made smile. But I hope somebody at your house, you are able to be the reason for them to smile. You know, we have to do our job. We have to do our part. We have to try our best to help our grown-ups, our siblings, our brothers and sisters, our grandparents, whoever may live at our house, our aunts and uncles, whoever may live at our house. And remember, not everyone feels amazing all the time because that's just not the way it works. We have ups and downs. We have moods. We feel sad, mad, happy. We feel excited. We feel hungry. We feel grumpy. We feel lazy, we feel energized, we feel so many things all day long. It's like a roller coaster, a body roller coaster, a mind roller coaster. And I know that I go through all of that all day long. It's from minute to minute. But I know that you were the reason that I smiled today, one of the reasons. And so I want you to be the reason that someone smiles today. Can you do that for me at your house? Be the reason that they smile. Okay, I'm going to give you a big virtual hug. And I'm going to go through our positive affirmation together with you. And then I'm going to send you on your way to do some thinking about what is going to happen with Marshmallow. Is Marshmallow going to be cured? Is Marshmallow going to wake up and still be weak? Is Marshmallow going to run away, fly away? I don't know what's going to happen. So, remember, I am smart. I am kind. I am honest. I am silly. I am brave. I am loved. Yes, you are, my friends. So very loved. So, again, be the person, be the reason that someone smiles today. Thumbs up if you're going to do that. Okay, good job. All right. Ta-ta for now.